Right, welcome to another episode of the Sportans show, and we have so much more in the world of sports and around the world with major sport events that are happening. And well, we have some news. Well, Real Madrid have finally lifted their 20th Copa del Rey title, and we have Napoli winning the Scudetto, right? In so many years, finally they've been able to, and we have Osimhen breaking the African record for the top goal scorer in the Serie A. Well, this and many more we have coming your way. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back. Yes, and moving on to the major sports, I'm Kofi East, and I'm here with
Suleiman Jallo.
Yes, as always, and he's here with me to digress in the major sports events that have been happening. But first of all, let me start with the F1 Grand Prix that happened in Miami. So Max Verstappen once again, well, he took the lead easily. Well, though he started in 9th position, but his teammate Perez couldn't hold the pole position from the start, and Max Verstappen, extends his lead in the Drivers' Championship, and we go to the NBA playoffs. Yes, well, so far, I mean, some teams have already sealed their fate. They've been knocked out, but in the semifinals of the conference, leagues, we have Miami Heat, well, leading the Knicks. It's not a surprise since they've knocked out the Bucks, and we have Golden State Warriors, surprisingly, well, behind, and Lakers have taken the lead 3-1. So we'll be bringing in further, updates as the playoffs go on in the NBA. But let's roll on to football news majorly, and let's start with the Bundesliga, right? This weekend, I mean, some actions took place. We have Dortmund, outscoring Wolfsburg 6-0. Wow, that's an impressive feat from them.
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, looking at Bellingham and Halle, and they really performed. Especially Bellingham, the way he scored that goal. Wow, I was surprised.
I mean, the shot from him,
the blast was very. Shit.
It reminds me of Lampard, though. Those days, Lampard would just shoot.
Yeah, shoot from anywhere. Then
power.
You see the ball at the back
from,
of the net.
From those kicks.
Yeah.
And well, there were other actions that took place. I mean, you have Bayern Munich. Surprisingly, I would say it's not even a surprise. They did what they are supposed to do, because now they're under pressure with the chase from Dortmund, for the title. But quickly, let's move on to Serie A, because Napoli, finally, they can celebrate.
Yeah.
Well, and Osimhen too, congratulations to him. He's broken the African goal lead record in the Serie A. So now he's the top African football player to have scored the most goals in the Serie A, which was formerly held by George Weah.
Yeah. Actually, we've been waiting for this day, because 33 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. That's a long time. And Osimhen, he really tried. But there was a problem there. The Syria FA, they crowned Cavra as a successor to Maradona. But I think Osimhen deserved that.
Yeah, Osimhen deserved it.
Yeah, he deserved that. And the Nigerians were very angry on that. Because I can see their comments somewhere even saying that, it's not fair. But, it's just football.
But Osimhen has been carrying that team.
Yeah, definitely. He's been carrying that team. Because if you check Cavra, from the Champions League and other games, he was not too impressive, and but Osimhen was just there. The boy was just hungry. It's just like prime Ronaldo, R9. Yeah. He'll be hungry to score more goals.
Exactly.
And just like immediately, his teammates have ball, you'll see his reaction. He'll be asking them, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. But well, let him try. Next season, hopefully, if he still plays for Napoli, I believe he will do something.
Yeah, the club owner was mentioning that he might not be ready to sell him. I mean, sometimes these are tactics they try to use to make the offer to go up and up and up.
Yeah, because the price tag will be very high.
Yeah, he is in his prime, so definitely the price tag on him is going to be very high.
Yeah, definitely.
But which club right now in, let's say, the EPL do you think will be very good for?
Yeah, I think Manchester United, because
Manchester
United have no striker. So Weghorst, I don't know.
it will be a good place for him.
Yeah, it will be. But yeah, I think Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United will suit him. But other clubs, maybe less. Newcastle.
Well, Newcastle too. I mean, looking at the performance and the way they are building this squad, definitely it's going to be a very good improvement.
Yeah, hopefully if they qualify for the Champions League, they can make a bit. But I've been hearing some rumors, the possible signing of Neymar and other stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's one too. Yeah. Right. So going on, I mean, Juventus are back. They won against Atlanta.
Yeah.
Amazing. But Roma, I mean, if you look at how the Serie A, right, the whole table is right now, it's so crazy because the teams that played over the weekend, right, almost all of them were in that top 6.
Yeah.
Would say Atlanta, Juve, Roma, Milan, the two Milans, and right now, looking at it, it has dropped Roma to all the way to 7th.
Wow.
Almost missing out on Champions League or even Europa. Looking at it.
Yeah, Roma, I don't know what went wrong. Maybe because they have the players, though. They have the players and they have the team, the manager. But I don't know actually what is really happening. Because looking at this, the
table there.
The table is really tight.
Very,
anything can happen at any time. So nobody here will afford to miss a game.
No.
Especially AC Milan, Inter Milan. So they are very much, conscious about this because you cannot afford to miss any game. Immediately you miss a game, then you are off for the Champions League. But for Napoli, they are comfortable there.
Napoli, they've secured a fate. They've won the league,
Napoli, they are comfortable. Maybe Juventus, hopefully, although they are not too good.
Promising,
the starting of the season, and still now they have been struggling, losing to Sassuolo last week. Yeah, so let's see what will happen.
All right, so in on that, we're going into the La Liga. Yes, La Liga. I mean, Real Madrid. 20th Copa del Rey title.
Yeah.
What else?
Seems like, for me, Real Madrid seems like they have nightmare. Copa del Rey is always their problem.
It's been a challenge.
Like Barcelona have been,
dominating
enjoying,
that tournament.
that trophy for a while. But this is Real Madrid. So immediately they see the trophy in front of them. That's all.
They got to take the opportunity. But
Vinicius, placing a masterclass performance, and with that assist, Rodrigo scoring 2 goals,
amazing,
and he was named the man of the match. It was impressive, though.
I would say, though, like going into, because this alone, shows how, though Real Madrid, they have been counted as underdogs in the Champions League.
Yeah, always.
If you look at Vinicius, because right now they're two informed top forwards right now, Haaland and Vinicius. If you look at the performance they are having, and Vinicius tends to give defenders nightmares down that left hand side, right? Nightmares upon nightmares, because if you watch that first goal that Rodrigo scored, the number of defenders he was able to pull, delay and create space. Now this guy's a genius.
Like the football nowadays, especially playing left back playing against Vinicius, you always have a problem.
It's a nightmare.
Because like the guy, you cannot mark him. He's skillful. He has speed.
That's something about Brazilian players.
And he's good. Anywhere he goes, he can deliver. If you do not, maybe he can have a bad game, no problem. But you not, deny him from assisting or playing his game. He's always a force. Just like I look at him like prime Neymar.
Unfortunately, Neymar, I mean, with injuries, but with Vinicius, he looks. I mean, if his career goes very well, because he's one of the healthiest players that can play along. But Atletico Madrid, well, they are not in the title race, but definitely they always put up a fight, and 5-1 against Cadiz.
Oh, Cadiz.
A masterclass, destroying them.
Yeah, I can
Griezmann.
say, Griezmann is really performing, because judging him from the way he was at Barcelona and then going back to Atletico, dropping masterclass week after week, it's really important for him, though. Because that's what is expected from him. A player of his caliber is expected to deliver every single game.
It's like Atletico is that home that no matter what, I mean, anytime that he comes back, he's just on.
Yeah, I can say like Atletico Madrid, their players have one philosophy. If you play used to their footballing system, anywhere you go, I don't think you'll walk unless you come back to that home, that special home. Then you start busting. Look at Morata and other stuff, other
Morata
players.
Too, can we count Torres as well? Because Torres, I mean, though at Liverpool he did well, at Chelsea not bad. The Champions League wise, I mean, there was that success to count for.
Yeah. So I can say Griezmann he's really performing. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, and then moving on to the Premier League. I mean, the Premier League, first of all, Chelsea. Finally, indeed. Lampard's first win. This been coming. First after his coming, second coming. The second coming of Lampard.
Yeah, I was thinking that Chelsea is the Sunday league. The Sunday league team. Chelsea, after spending this mega signing.
Yes.
You know, having these players anywhere you go. Like I can say their full bench, you know, is a full team.
It's a whole team.
Yeah, it's a whole team,
They
and
spend a ton.
yet still they cannot deliver. I think Chelsea, the problem is their midfield are not that hungry. Besides, their defense, Thiago Silva seems to be very tired. He's just moving.
Despite the fact that he tries, though.
You go to their front line, there's no pressure. There's no pressure.
Madueke is trying.
Yeah,
but he needs. I've looked at his game. He needs more.
The boy needs time. Yeah,
he needs time.
He needs time.
He's doing that thing that Vinicius used to do. So Vinicius, when he came, right, he was good on the ball. That was something that you can't take away from him.
Yeah, you have the ball run. You know,
coordinating with the teammates there is sometimes a problem, because if you look at that game, there are so many times he had the ball. He could have, like, he created a space. He could have assisted, but he just tried to, go in for the glory. And
like certain players, they need, matured players in the team to help them grow.
And that front line, there isn't anyone
exactly. So there's no matured player there, because you cannot tell me Kai Havertz, is the oldest player. And besides, Raheem Sterling too, he's off and on. Like you don't even understand what he's performing. But last game, I can see him trying to move the ball, even assisted, Joao Felix,
Yeah. And Joao Felix showing off that shirt, bruh. we are expecting more from him, because Joao Felix, you show the shirt, you are proud, bruh. Yeah. But you've not been up to expectations.
Yeah, he seems to be happy, and although Joao Felix he can play very well. He seems to be happy at Chelsea. So the consistency is the problem. Besides, Premier League too is a difficult, difficult league. So one has to be very, consistent with your performance. You need to deliver. So hopefully, if you deliver, then he might convince Chelsea to sign him.
All right, and then there is this game that happened. These games, crazy on Monday, right? So just on Monday, we had Fulham versus Leicester, Brighton versus Everton, and Nottingham versus Southampton.
Oh.
At 21 goals. Well, yeah, on just that day, 21 goals. And most of these teams are battling for relegation. So you can, from just the score lines and the number of goals that appeared, you can tell that now everybody wants to survive.
Yeah, the pressure is getting high.
The pressure is getting worse.
High, Because like Nottingham Forest, just start off the game, they score 2 to 3, and then Southampton,
4-3.
Decided to come. Then obviously there was no.
Everybody was just fighting
for them to capitalize. You have Brighton and.
Brighton, surprisingly, they lost to Everton. Yeah, Everton have not been informed, but
no, they are not good. So I think they also fight a relegation battle, and it's still on.
Yeah, they are. And then you had the Leicester and the Fulham, but yeah. So those were the ones that happened. But we'll be taking a short break, and we'll be going on to the league, with the whole Messi controversy and what has been happening. All right, stay with us. All right, so welcome back again, and then we are going to the Ligue 1. So we're talking about Ligue 1, some of the stories that have been happening. I mean, looking at Messi and all of that. But there is this match that happened between Lyon and Montpellier. Yeah, Lyon and Montpellier, a masterclass, by the way. But I feel like Montpellier really bottled it. So the match ended in 5-4 in favor of Lyon at home. Looking at the game, right? So we have Montpellier leading in the second half 4-1, and all thanks to El Wahi. I mean, this young guy, 20 years old, superb, 4 goals. By the way, that's his first time in his career scoring that number of goals. Only for them to lose it and bottle it, like how if this was England, I mean, the team we could expect them to do that is Arsenal, but. They are used to doing that, but they bottled it.
United.
Yeah, but anyway, I mean, a former Arsenal player,
Yeah,
Lacazette.
Captain Fantastic.
Lacazette saved the whole day and also scored 4 goals on that same occasion. So we had 2 players scoring 4 goals. We had Lacazette and El Wahi.
So altogether, they scored 9 goals.
9 goals
in one game. Wow.
This should have been a Champions League. I mean, we are used to seeing such scorelines in Champions League. Legs, but this was awesome for them.
Yeah, like I said, he really tried it, because I wasn't expecting him to go that far.
Yeah.
The game. Yeah, like I said, the one I know, he's finished now. But yeah, pulling that 4 goals.
Masterclass there.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was good. And I know Deschamps must call this young boy.
Well, I mean, yeah, if there's still space for him in the squad because now that Benzema is healthy, I think there should be.
Benzema?
Yeah.
Benzema retired from national side already.
Good. That skipped me. Yeah,
Retired.
because of the whole controversy with the.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean they allowed him to go home during the World Cup, so he's fallen out of favor.
Or maybe Giroud. Yeah.
Well, Giroud is still in form. I mean, you can never count him out. You can never count him out. But moving on to PSG. PSG, they lost last time at home.
Yeah.
And, well, there are some things that happened, I mean, regarding Messi going off to Saudi Arabia. What do you think of it? Because though Messi has spoken out, I mean, now...
Yeah, he apologized. But, hadn't been it was Ronaldo, it will be another deal.
Could this be an example of how to handle such a situation? Because Manchester United, what happened there and how PSG is handling it? Or is it just based on the personalities of both players?
Yeah, for me, I think his reaction was all about like, yo, come on, I can do whatever I want. I'm Messi. So according to him, he said that they have been planning, to go on that trip. For
there's a contract. With the tourism board.
He cancelled it, twice, and then this last time, he cannot really, stop it. So he just need to go. And then for me, like I think about, he's going to Saudi Arabia. I think it's more of this,
him moving over.
Yeah, trying to see maybe if he's
because he's going to be a free agent, by the way. He's going to be a free agent.
Yeah, because Al Hilal is bidding, giving him a huge price tag, 300 up to 400 million.
Well,
so meaning they are trying to bring the rivalry to Saudi Arabia again. Well, that would be interesting if Messi would that would be. Ronaldo's team too is fragile. Al Nassr,
they were in almost like 3 competitions, including the league.
Yeah, because
they bottled it all.
Yeah, PSG fans, they even went to PSG headquarters. They were
Neymar too was under
insulting him, and then they went up to his house gate. They were insulting him, telling him to leave PSG. So by the look of things, I think Messi will not extend his contract. He will leave PSG, and then I know Neymar is also working at the exit. So let's see what happens. We still have, a few years with PSG, but maybe. Who knows?
And
PSG, Mbappe. That guy. I've not been hearing from him, lately.
Yeah, he's been quiet.
He's been quiet, very cold, different from how he started the game, the season. But now Mbappe
my guy's going to be lonely for a while because now all eyes are going to be on him.
Yeah,
PSG
basically PSG is all about Mbappe.
It's all about
if Mbappe do not play, they have a problem. You don't expect Messi to deliver to that extent. Messi is old now. He cannot do those kind of Messi.
He's accomplished everything that he needs. He's chilling.
Yeah, if Messi was a student, meaning he'll have the best, he'll be the most decorated student so far.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of Messi too, he was given the Loris Award. Yeah. Now this is an annual award that's given to the best sportsman, in all categories. So you're talking about Formula 1, the basketball, the golf, the tennis players, all of them included. And Messi now becomes the only player to have won it twice.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, he deserves it because looking at this World Cup campaign, so obviously you need to give him the credit. Yeah. Although I'm not a Messi fan, I am a fan of Ronaldo, but if you see something good, you need to appreciate it, no matter how it is. Yeah. So Messi is a legend of football.
He's ended.
You cannot say you are a fan of football, you hate Messi. It's not possible. So obviously, really. Anyway, if you talk about Messi, you must talk about Ronaldo. So that's how
always
works.
Next to each other. But in that context as well, there have been debates as to whether based on him winning the World Cup, he should be in context for the Ballon d'Or. Because Haaland is there.
Yeah, it's clear. Messi winning the Ballon d'Or is clear. It's just like
To me, I find that I don't think he should be winning it. I mean, he's done well. Aside the World Cup, well, it's a huge,
it's a huge
accomplishment for him.
Achievement. But I think Messi winning the Ballon d'Or for the 8th time, come on.
But club-wise, right now, looking at what PSG.
No, he's weak. Club side, he's very, very
Haaland,
weak.
Right? Haaland.
Well, I can say Haaland is actually there, but
he's breaking the
if he's able to win the Champions League with Man City, he can be at the table.
And there's a chance for them to also win a treble. FA Cup is there on the table for them.
FA Cup, probably.
The league.
Manchester United too might want to grab something there. But hopefully, if the possibility of them winning that FA Cup, if they do not, if they are not knocked out from the Champions League, they will focus more on the Champions League final. But if they are knocked out, they will not spare anything. Anybody who come their way,
I think Pep will place. If you were to ask him right now, which I know he might joke and say, "Oh, we don't really mind," but he will definitely place the Champions League ahead of any other.
Yeah, definitely. Because according to him, Mohamed Salah, his entire life he wanted to take revenge against Real Madrid, but it has not been working. And Pep, he was asked, guy, what is going to happen? Are you here for revenge? You told him, no, I'm just here to take chance. I'm not here for revenge. So Rodri was saying, they are not afraid here and there, but
the whole mind games thing. Yeah, I mean, Pep is very good at it right now. He jokes, about not minding or caring about it, but then deep down,
I know right now he must be sweating with his tactics, thinking, finding ways of switching, that Brazilian merchant.
Vinicius. Because speaking of that, the Champions League matches are going to be happening. Because they are going to be clashing. Real Madrid has unfortunately had an injury. I think Modric. Right?
No, Modric is back.
Oh, Modric is back.
He played around 80-something minutes.
Oh yeah.
Although I was surprised to see him because eventually I saw there like Modric will be missing for 3 weeks. Eventually, the next day I saw him in the training ground. I said, wow,
that's good news for them.
Yeah, that's good news for them.
But then we have Manchester City, one of the defenders going out in one of their last games. I think Ake.
Oh, right. Ake will not be playing?
Yeah. Oh. From the stories, I believe.
That will be good.
I mean, bad for City.
But Real Madrid will be losing, a key player, Militao. Militao will be missing the game. He had a yellow card. But hopefully, Rudiger and Alaba,
they can work it out.
They'll do something.
They can work it out.
Yeah. All right. I just hope they switch, they squeeze that guy, that Haaland guy. But the problem is, you can keep Haaland in the game, but if De Bruyne is not out of the game, the score has not settled.
Yeah, they still have other players they can.
Yeah, you have De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Mahrez, they are very dangerous.
Gundogan too.
Yeah, Gundogan, they are very dangerous. I'm underrating Grealish, but maybe.
Grealish on a good day, we have not seen him on the scoring sheet, but on a good day he can. Yeah, he can be a menace.
He's good at delaying the game, pushing players forward, trying to do something, then let on give them others do everything. But for Haaland, he's just waiting for the ball to come. Likewise, how Benzema rotates the midfield and do everything.
I've seen some highlights though. Haaland, we tend to see him that way, but I think looking at his game, you might see him as more of a target man, a poacher or whatever. But he's really. Dangerous.
Real Madrid focus, like any team that is playing Man City right now, their focus will be on Haaland. But the problem is, my question is, as a striker of caliber of Haaland, I think it's easy to control him because Haaland, he's not that good with the ball. Like moving the ball, controlling the tempo of the game, just like how Benzema does. He's not good at. But for him, just give him chance, he'll knock you all on the way, just like a bull. He'll knock you, then
he's
go.
Got a strength. He's really huge.
He's huge.
But to answer your question, we'll have to find out in the semi-final leg, all right, against Real Madrid.
Few hours to go.
Few hours to go. So we'll be coming away another time. We're bringing you the updates on the Champions League after the matches have been played. Also, the Inter Milan derby is going to be happening. Italy. Both Milan fans, Inter Milan and AC Milan, are going to be, going there to support their team. So, that was it this time around on the Sportans show, and we'll be coming your way another time